Right now, without even realizing it, you are being ranked. Not by a boss, not by a teacher, not by anyone who even knows your name. You are being ranked by a system so old, so deeply embedded in the architecture of your mind, that it runs in the background of almost every thought you have about yourself. And the strangest part? You are the one doing it. You compare. Constantly. Quietly. Automatically. Your salary against your colleagues. Your body against a stranger's. Your relationship against the one you just saw on your phone. Your life against someone who graduated the same year you did and somehow seems to be doing more with it. And every time you do this, a part of you feels smaller. But here is the thing most people never find out. That feeling is not a flaw. It is not weakness. It is not the product of social media or insecurity or a bad childhood. It is a piece of ancient engineering that was never supposed to make you happy. It was supposed to keep you alive. And understanding exactly how it works will change the way you experience almost everything. So let's go back. All the way back. Your earliest ancestors did not live alone. They could not. Solitary humans died. The ones who survived were the ones who stayed embedded in groups, and within those groups, position mattered enormously. Not in the abstract philosophical way we talk about status today. In a literal, survival-determining way. Higher-ranking individuals got first access to food. They had more reproductive success. They were protected during attacks. They slept closer to the center of the group, away from predators. Low-ranking individuals got what was left. Sometimes nothing. Sometimes they were pushed out entirely. If you were low in the hierarchy, you were at risk. Your body knew it. And so, over hundreds of thousands of years, natural selection did something remarkable. It wired social comparison directly into your brain's threat detection system. Researchers Leon Festinger and Joel Cooper spent decades studying what Festinger first called social comparison theory in 1954. His central discovery was deceptively simple. Humans have a deep, automatic drive to evaluate their own opinions and abilities. And when there is no objective external standard to measure against, they evaluate by comparing themselves to other people. But what Festinger did not fully anticipate was how physically that drive would manifest. Later neuroscience filled in the gaps. When you compare yourself to someone and conclude you fall short, your brain does not just register a thought, it registers a threat. The same regions that activate when your body senses physical danger light up when your social standing feels jeopardized. Your stress hormones rise. Your body shifts into a low-grade defensive state. That hollow, vaguely sick feeling after scrolling through someone else's highlight reel is not vanity. It is your ancient survival circuitry firing in a world it was not built for. But it goes deeper than that. Neuroscientist Hidehiko Takahashi conducted a series of studies using brain imaging that revealed something most people find unsettling when they first hear it. When people witnessed someone they had previously envied experience a setback, a specific region of the brain associated with reward lit up. Not a small flicker, a measurable, consistent activation. The brain experiences the fall of a rival as a reward. This is not a character flaw unique to cruel people. It is a nearly universal neurological response, because in the ancestral environment, a rival's loss of status was genuinely good news for you. It meant resources shifted. It meant the hierarchy adjusted in your favor. Your brain registered it as a win because, in the world that built your brain, it was. The problem is that you are no longer living in that world. You are living in a world where your comparison pool has expanded from a group of roughly 150 people, which is the cognitive ceiling for meaningful social tracking that anthropologist Robin Dunbar identified in his research on human group size, to a globe of 8 billion. Every person who has ever documented their success, their body, their career, their relationship, their talent, their wealth, is now technically within reach of your comparison system, but your brain was not built to process 8 billion data points. It was built for 150. So what does it do? It treats the algorithm like a village. It treats a stranger with 10 million followers like a rival in your tribe. It triggers the same evaluation machinery that once scanned a group of actual humans you actually competed with for food and mates. And it applies it to people who do not know you exist, who live in entirely different circumstances, who filtered and constructed and curated every image you are now measuring yourself against. And your threat response activates anyway.